Okay, welcome back to my Chaos Corner. I'm going to do another make your own supply video. This one is going to be make your own gesso. You can get gesso at any craft supply, art supply store, even the art supply section in Walmart. So acrylic gesso. It can be kind of expensive, so if you're going to be using a lot of it for not like super expensive crafts, like something that you're just doing for around your own house and you need a lot of it, it could make your DIY really expensive. So if you make your own, it won't be as hard. Now you'll need baking soda, school glue, and acrylic paint. I am using a weatherproof acrylic paint, this patio paint. It says weatherproof right there. Because I have a project in mind that I want to do outside. So I kind of want to sort of make things a little bit more weatherproof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump out some baking soda and ooh, it's kind of lumpy. I want like 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to break up these clumps. Okay. Now you don't have to break up the clumps. Like when you're mixing everything, you will get it smooth eventually, but if you do it beforehand, like I'm doing, it'll make your mixing go faster and easier. Okay, so about 3/4 of a cup of baking soda. And I'm making a lot because I have several projects for outside in mind. And you want about 3 tablespoons of glue. And as you can see, I am not measuring. If you want to measure it out, you can be neat and measure it out. I don't really like measuring out my paint and my glue because so much of it stays behind in your measuring spoons that I feel like you lose a lot, you waste a lot. Where this way, you have it out, you haven't wasted any, and you know, it's not, you don't have to be exact about it to get the effect that you want. My glue's a little old, or my paint's a little old, so let me get that shaken up a little bit. I'm going to do it off camera so I don't make you guys seasick or anything. Now, this kind of paint is a little on the expensive side because it's made to be weatherproof and to go on like your cement garden gnomes and things like that. So if you're doing something that's going to be inside, you can totally just buy the cheap Walmart 50 cents tube acrylic paint, but you want it to be acrylic. And again, you want about 3 tablespoons of the acrylic paint. And then you're going to mix. You want to mix everything up really well. This is also kind of the same way that you would make texture paint. Not texture paint, texture paste. Paste. For like making something like a raised design with a stencil kind of thing, if you wanted to do that. Okay, this is a little bit thicker than I want. Let me show you. Oh, open up my actual gesso. I have used it a lot over the years. It's way down. This is why I'm making up my own, because what I have, you want it just to look kind of like a thick paint. So I'm going to add just a little bit more of the paint. That's probably a little too much now. what you use gesso for is like priming stuff. Like if you're using cardboard from cereal boxes as a base for your craft project, like you're making a paper organizer with the boxes, and you want to be able to paint it. If you use gesso first, it clings a lot better than just paint. So we're getting there. We're almost there. I'm going to add a little bit more glue now. But it has more tooth to it, if that makes sense. It grips onto like the shiny surface of your cardboard boxes and things. You kind of use it as like a primer. And this, oops, I forgot to pause my YouTube channel. I have YouTube playing in the background while I'm thinking about things and organizing and getting ready to be on camera. And I forgot to pause my TV. So shout out to Lisa. Oh, sorry, not Lisa. Jean Persanti. Beauty and the Stamper. Beauty and the Stamper is who I was watching in the background. I love some of her ideas. She knows a lot about using inks and stamps and things that I don't know so much about. So I kind of watch her channel to kind of learn, teach myself. I jokingly call myself a Jane of all trades, master of none. So there we go. That's about the consistency that you want in your gesso. Now, if you were going to make texture paste, you would have left it where it was before I started adding in more glue and more paint. So this kind of matches the consistency of this one. Might have made it just a little bit more runny than this one. But, like I said, I have some projects coming up that I want to be a little bit more weatherproof. If I really wanted to go more weatherproof, I could have used a PVA glue that is not washable. That's getting harder and harder to find. Now, to store this, you want an airtight container to keep it in. I probably got this at either the Dollar Tree or, believe it or not, a thrift store. It was brand new. It still had the label and everything on it before I brought it out to do this project with. Okay, so that's one of my DIY supplies that I do from time to time. And you'll see me using this in some projects down the road. If you have any questions about gesso or what I used, please by all means comment down below. Feel free to ask. I always tell everybody there's no stupid question except the unasked question. So don't be afraid. You can't learn if you don't ask. If you have ideas for empty school glue bottles, put them down there below. What do you do with your empty school glue bottles when you're done crafting? The labels come off real easy, so should be easy enough to reuse. So yeah, give me some ideas down below of what you do with your empty school glue bottles, and let's see what we can all come up with. Okay, as always, if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up, give it a share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one.